Hey guys, welcome to this session. Our topic is formula bonding and nomenclature. In our past video, we discussed about the valence. We saw the meaning of valence and the oxidation state. So today, let's discuss about the introduction to chemical formula. So here we'll see the concept of chemical formula. Specifically, what does it mean when we say the chemical formula of a compound? So let's dive into it. Uh, The concept of chemical formula. The chemical formula is just a method of representing a molecule of a compound by using chemical symbols. So this is just a way of representing a given molecule of a compound by using the respective chemical symbols of the given elements in a compound. So it's just a way of expressing the information about the atoms that constitute a particular chemical compound. The chemical formula, what it does that it identifies each constituent element by its chemical symbols that are given to them, and it also indicates the number of atoms of each element that are found in each single molecule of that given compound. Now, take an example. The symbol for hydrogen atom is H. Now, when two hydrogen atoms they join together, they form a molecule that is a hydrogen molecule represented by H2. Now the number 2 that is written to the right and below the symbol H simply shows the number of atoms of a molecule contains. The other example, take an example, U4 and S8 that represents 4 atoms of phosphorus and 8 atoms of sulfur contained in one molecule of phosphorus and one molecule of sulfur respectively. Now, while the formula for chlorine molecule is the Cl2, it cannot be expressed as the lighting 2 then is Cl. This means that you are trying to change the position of 2 before lighting the Cl and after lighting the Cl. So lighting before the Cl and the lighting after the Cl, it changes the actual meaning of what you are trying to write or what you're trying to mean. So this is because when you write two ClO, it means that there are two atoms of chlorine and not a molecule of chlorine, as when you have written that is Cl2, which you have meant that is a molecule of a chlorine. H2O, that stands for a molecule of water, which consists of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. The same goes to when you say H2SO4, that stands for a molecule of sulfuric acid containing the 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of sulfur, and 4 atoms of oxygen. The same goes to when you are trying to write CaCO3, that stands for a molecule of calcium carbonate that containing 1 atom of calcium, 1 atom of carbon, and 3 atoms of oxygen. Now, where it deems necessary to show the number of a molecule, a compound it contains, it is achieved by writing the appropriate number before the formula of a compound, as follows. The following are just examples of this. When you write 2H2, when you write 2H2O, this means that you're trying to mean there are 2 molecules of water. When you write 3H2SO4, that means that you're trying to mean there are 3 molecules of sulfuric acid. And when you write 5CaCO3, you are trying to mean that there are 5 molecules of calcium carbonate. Now, therefore, I just there that it is important to note that the figure appearing before the formula, it multiplies the whole of it. Take an example, when you are writing these 3 molecules of sulfuric acid. Now, the 3 that stands before the H2SO4, it simply multiplies throughout the all atoms that are there within the compound. So what we would have meant is that you take 3 multiplied by the 2 that is of the hydrogen, it means there will be 6 atoms of hydrogen. Then if you take that 3 multiplied by a 1 atom of sulfur, simply it would have meant that there are 3 atoms of sulfur. And when you take 3, you multiply by the 4 atoms of hydrogen, I mean the oxygen, it to totally mean that there are 12 atoms of oxygen. Now it's just a very big mistake to think that the three below the before the molecule multiplies only the symbol, which immediately follows it, that is H2. So there it will be total long when you considering that. So it is quite long. So the three multiplies the whole of the formula. So I hope it's clear, guys. Thank you for listening. In this video, we've seen a simple introduction to chemical formula. We've seen how these compounds can be written within this representation of chemical formula. Thank you.